Bells, blades, garbage. Widow is no joke. But there are ways to counter a lot of her most aggravating moves. She really only has 3 attacks in phase 1. The first is pulling down bells from a variety of angles. These are well telegraphed and mostly easy to dodge, but the bounce on the angled bells are harder to predict. Jumping is often a death sentence here. Better to dash on the ground to avoid them, but angular bells and vertical bells that have bounced at least once can all be deflected with your nail or with Threadstorm. When Widow teleports into the air and lunges down at you, you want to dash under her or very far away, since she can only come down on a 45-degree angle. Then she'll always dash across the screen at you, but that can be jumped over or pogoed on. It's also a great time to do an aerial heal while she's locked in that animation, or get some big damage in with Threadstorm. Threadstorm is frankly busted in this fight. Then when she runs across the stage webbing everything, you can jump over her or dash attack her before the debris fields start coming up, then you can either float or cling to the wall to avoid it. But it can also be pogoed on in a pinch. Toward the end of this phase, Widow will also pull down a cascade of bells all at once, but you have a long time to step out of their way, and they won't move unpredictably. Phase 2 is where things really heat up. Widow moves faster, but she's also a lot more predictable. Now she'll only rain bells down onto you and charge across the stage. The bells typically either come straight down or 2 will come at an angle together. Again, jumping to avoid these angled bells is usually a mistake. Stay grounded to avoid their bounces or use Threadstorm to deflect them. Widow has very little health in this phase, so finding these opportunities to safely deal a solid chunk of damage will really speed it along. The main thing is to watch for her frenzied charge. In the first phase, she went into the air first, but now it starts grounded and can happen at any time. So while you're watching and avoiding bells, you might suddenly find a flurry of blades in your face. Try to keep one eye on her while you prepare to jump to avoid this attack and while standing in safe spaces from bells. Standing near the wall can actually avoid most of the bells, but it is harder to damage her from there, so the phase will take a long time to clear if you do that. But once you've overcome her bell barrage, you can say goodnight to Anti-Widow.